Agent XBE is the outcome-driven super workforce for heavy materials, logistics, and construction. It runs on top of the XBE system of action and turns the platform into something that works with you, not something your team has to run alone. And because Agent XBE works across the entire XBE product family, that includes BCMI as well. In this short video, I'll walk through what Agent XBE is, how it works, and why it matters. Let's start there. It starts with a goal. You do not begin by opening dashboards, navigating menus, or figuring out which screen owns the task. You ask for the outcome you need. Maybe that means investigating an issue or generating a report, reconciling data, updating records, completing a workflow, or producing something polished enough to send to leadership or the field. From there, Agent XBE figures out the path, and that's the shift. It does not just answer questions, it does real work inside the system. A single request can become a complete workflow. Checking the current state, finding the right records, tracing the cause, handling exceptions, making updates, verifying the result, and producing the final output. The business state changes, not just the conversation. And when the work needs a deliverable, Agent XBE can generate the right one for the audience. A PDF report, a spreadsheet, an interactive dashboard, a document, an email summary, a Slack-ready update, or a full diagram. If the job calls for analysis, it can analyze operational data directly and build charts, comparisons, and visual summaries. If the job calls for visual proof, it can capture live screenshots from the platform. If the job is large and repetitive, it can handle bulk work that would otherwise consume hours of manual effort. It is not there to sound helpful. It is there to finish the job. The next thing to understand is how it reasons. Most automation works only when reality behaves. But operations do not behave for long. Plans change, data doesn't match, exceptions pile up. The day keeps moving. Agent XBE reasons toward outcomes instead of following a rigid script. When something changes, it adapts. When something does not line up, it investigates. When there is a real problem, it can trace the issue across multiple layers of the system until it finds the root cause. And when it gets there, it shows its work. You can see the evidence, the intermediate steps, and the logic behind the conclusion. In heavy operations, trust does not come from confidence alone. It comes from being able to verify. Agent XBE also changes the timing of work. Most software waits for someone to remember. Remember to check the dashboard, remember to run the report, remember to send the follow-up. Agent XBE can initiate the work instead. Missions let it start a session, do the work, and notify people when the result is ready. Scheduled tasks let recurring workflows run automatically on whatever cadence the business needs. And automation rules can trigger Agent XBE the moment a platform event happens. You see the same logic in the Superpower hot feed. It's a personalized stream of operational intelligence generated from what is happening across the platform. It's not passive. Any post can become the starting point for action. A signal becomes an investigation, a recap becomes analysis, a problem becomes work. Awareness turns into action without the usual handoff. Agent XBE also brings together the places where work already happens. Operational work is scattered across phones, Slack threads, inboxes, files, spreadsheets, documents, calendars, and the XBE system of action. Agent XBE pulls those surfaces into one place to work. It's also available directly inside the XBE system of action through a chat bubble, so users can start or resume work on the system of action without leaving the operational surface they're already using. And it works fully on mobile, so it's available in the field, not just at a desk. Voice input and output let you speak requests and hear results read back. In Slack, Agent XBE can join a thread, read the context, process shared files, and work from the conversation that's already happening. It can create documents, update sheets, send emails, schedule meetings, and manage files as part of the same workflow. And when it references something in XBE or BCMI, It can point to the exact client screen URL and screenshot where that work lives. Agent XBE is also built for teams, not just individuals. Sessions can be shared so other people can watch the work in real time, contribute to the direction, and stay aligned on what the agent is doing. A separate participant chat lets the team coordinate without cluttering the agent's working context. Presence indicators show who's in the session. Permissions are granular and time-limited, so access stays controlled. Over time, Agent XBE becomes more useful because it does not start from zero each time. It remembers user preferences. It follows branch-specific standing instructions. It draws on specialized playbooks and cataloged use cases across operational domains. Sessions are durable too, so complex work can be resumed later without losing the thread. And new capabilities keep arriving. Over time, it becomes more aligned to your business while getting more capable overall. Of course, none of that matters unless the guardrails are real. Agent XBE operates within the permissions of the session owner. It cannot see what the person cannot see. It cannot do what the person is not authorized to do. Branch administrators control who can use it. Every session and action is recorded in a full audit trail. That is what makes it usable in real operations. The guardrails are part of the product, not a disclaimer around it. And so to close, Agent XBE is the outcome-driven super workforce for heavy materials, logistics, and construction. You give it a goal, it figures out the path, then it does the work. It can execute multi-step workflows, investigate root causes, adapt when reality changes, generate real deliverables, work proactively, connect across channels, support teams working together, and operate within clear guardrails. And because it works across the XBE product family, including BCMI, it helps keep the operation unified and coherent. Your business does not just need another screen to check, it needs more capacity to act. And that's why we created Agent XBE.